Hey guys, wasn't planning on streaming again today, but here we are. It looks like we had another attempt, at least in the vicinity. We had shooting, possibly another attempt on President Donald Trump's life. Happened near and around the golf course. Let's get some of the things pulled up. Sorry, this is a little bit short notice. I wasn't planning for this, but it looks like we have audio. Trying to get this pulled up. All right, well, let's at least give credit where credit's due. There's been an ongoing space with Nick Sortor. Some of the other folks, looks like Benny Johnson and some other folks all are alive as well. But hey, here we are. But it looks like on the ground, we have some people like Nick. They're doing some great live coverage. He is covering it from Ohio because he's still reporting on the Springfield incidents. But it looks like right now the FBI is confirming that they are investigating what appears to be an assassination attempt against President Trump. How did this happen again? You can see he was golfing at the Trump International Golf Club. And yeah, that's where we are right now. So let's see if we can get more up-to-date information. The absolute worst of us, I agree. No ears were harmed. Probably an autocorrect error there. Looks like Roz Alerts. FBI has announced they have responded to West Palm Beach, Florida, and are investigating what appears to be an attempted assassination of former President Trump. See if there's anything else from Roz Alerts. Looks like we had suspect's car stopped by law enforcement, person in custody after shooting incident at his golf club. The suspect was arrested on I-95 in Martin County, Florida, according to the sheriff's office. Guys, what did I say earlier today? I said earlier today that all of this rhetoric, all of the extreme language that is being used, it is all going to lead to something that we don't want. Right? It's going to... Oh, hang on. Now I got one of my kids crying. I'll be right back. course, I've been talking to myself. I hope he's wrong. I really do. But also explain why I couldn't hear the video earlier. I had that channel muted. Guys, we're doing this live. I'm not used to this yet. Hey, incremental improvement, right? We'll get better. That was Bell. Thought this was fake. He actually posted a few minutes ago. Yeah. He doesn't hate Americans, silly boy. Alex. See if we can get more updates just about, yeah, see, there's that post. What do we got? Can I sort this not by relevant? What's the latest? There we go. Look, 1 second ago, we have people posting things like this. Guys, this kind of divisive language is not healthy. Like, how is this productive to anybody? How? Trump's a threat to democracy and will be a dictator on day one. I'm glad he's safe. Violence has no place in America. Pick one. Yeah, I mean, Kamala, you've been spouting so much nonsense lately against him. Are you at all surprised? Maybe that was the intent. What do you think? Maybe that was the intent. We had a bunch of stories like this. Like when you have the media posting stuff like this, guys, like what are we doing? You got stories trying to link the Fed boys. I'm sorry, they were saying they were the Proud Boys. They weren't. Come on now. Proud Boys don't walk around with cat heads and Kamala posters. Like it's not them. That's Fed boys. You can do better, Fed boys.
A statement from the FBI's office, the National Press Operations Unit, saying, quote, the FBI has responded to West Palm Beach, Florida, and is investigating what appears to be an attempted assassination of former President Trump.
Ooh, you heard it there, folks. Heard it there. Investigating what appears to be an assassination attempt. So I don't see too much else. I know there was supposed to be a, let's see if we can find. Breaking news. Looks like we have a press conference. Get through this ad.
We were notified of that, and we had units here that immediately sealed off the area. Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great. So we had that information. Our real-time crime center put it out to the license plate readers.
Okay.
And we were able to get a hit on that vehicle on I-95 as it was headed into Martin County. We got a hold of Martin County Sheriff's Office, alerted them, and they spotted the vehicle and pulled it over and detained the guy. After that, we took the the witness that witnessed the incident, flew him up there, and he identified as the person that he saw running out of the bushes and jumped into the car.
Okay.
Now, in the bushes where this guy was is a AK-47 style rifle with a scope.
Oh, with a scope?
Two backpacks, which were hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro, which he was going to take pictures of. So those are being processed right now. The Secret Service agent that was on the course did a fantastic job. What they do is they have an agent that jumps one hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And Smart. He was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off.
Smart, they didn't wait this time, guys.
We have somebody in custody right now that is a potential suspect. We got a little bit more work to do on it, but as we usually do, As soon as we decide that we're going to book him into the county jail and the charges that he's going to be booked into, we'll get those to you and we'll get a picture of him and we'll get you his background. So now I'm going to turn it over to the representative of the Secret Service, and he's going to make a brief statement.
I think that dude used to box. What do you think?
Thank all of our law enforcement partners, to include the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office and the Martin County Sheriff's Office, for their involvement today. Former President Donald Trump is safe and unharmed.
Good.
Following a protective incident shortly before 2 p.m. on Sunday at Trump International Golf Club at West Palm Beach. The U.S. Secret Service personnel opened fire on a gunman located near the property line, and this matter is under investigation. I'll turn it over to my partners over at the FBI.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Veltri. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI's Miami field office. The FBI has assumed the role as the lead federal law enforcement agency in the investigation of the incident that occurred earlier today at Trump International Golf Course here in West Palm Beach, Florida. We've deployed a number of resources, including the investigative teams, crisis response team members, bomb technicians, and evidence response team members.
And guys, like I said, we're doing this live, so just bear with me.
Now is for the public to avoid the area around the golf course. We will continue to support this investigation with the full resources of the FBI, alongside our partners with the United States Secret Service and the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office, as well as Martin County Sheriff's Office and state and local law enforcement. I would ask that if anyone has any information that may assist with this investigation, to contact our tip line at 1-800-CALL-FBI or at tips, that's TIPS .FBI.gov. Thank you.
David?
Hi, I'm Dave Ehrenberg, State Attorney for Palm Beach County. I want to thank Sheriff Bradshaw and our partners at the local, state, and federal levels.
Good.
I'm here because our prosecutors are currently working up warrants and a motion for pretrial detention for the suspect. In that way, he will be kept in custody. But our filing of these warrants and charges at the state level does not preclude federal charges that could be coming. But in the meantime, it looks like the warrants and the pretrial detention motion will happen first. And again, I want to thank the cooperation we've had with our federal partners and at the local level. And thank you all for being here today.
Okay, we're going to make these pictures available to you. It'll show you a picture of the backpack and the rifle.
Okay.
And there's also a GoPro on the fence there where he was intent on filming what was going on. Even though we're going to have to secure a couple of areas around the golf course here, the public doesn't need to panic. We know that we got a post office, a library, and a school down the street. So we'll make it convenient for you to get to all the places you need to go, get your kids to school, get them over here to the post office or wherever else you need to go. It's safe. There's no more danger here, and we'll make it very convenient for you.
Not too many people going to the post office on a Sunday, bud.
A lot of questions, and you can direct them to who you want to answer the question.
Sure. Did this individual make any statements as he was being detained?
No statement right now as far as his involvement in the incident, and there's further investigation to be.
His statement's going to be, I plead the fifth.
I'm not sure if maybe the Secret Service gentleman answered. I misunderstood, or I couldn't quite understand. So there was a rifle. So one of your agents saw on the golf course saw a rifle pointing to a fence. Was it a chain link? Okay. So he saw that, the agent?
That is correct, yes.
And the president or the former president was on the course behind him. How close?
It was 1 or 2 holes behind.
100%.
That because the bubble moves through the golf course, so our agents will get there first, clear it. He noticed that the rifle was pointed out. Our agents engaged. We are not sure right now if the individual was able to take a shot at our agents, but for sure our agents were able to engage with the suspect. I don't know that.
Doesn't appear so.
Sheriff's like, nope.
How far away was the president? How far away was Donald Trump when this gentleman was caught and stopped?
Well, a couple of holes, couple hundred yards.
Probably between 300 and 500 yards. But with a rifle and a scope like that, that's not a long distance.
Yep. No, it's not.
For the Secret Service,
way too close.
Your agent from the would-be assailant.
That I'm not sure right now. We're still looking into it.
Reports of the 4 rounds of ammunition were fired. Were all 4 of those from your agent?
That is correct. 4 to 6. We're not sure yet.
Was there a long distance? Explaining why?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I was wondering what how this was able to happen, and for future reference, is there?
Well, I mean, it's able to happen because he can't close the entire public.
Say that one more time and talk up a little bit.
So, how was this able to happen, and for future reference, is there any security of the golf course?
Well, you got to understand the golf course is surrounded by shrubbery. So when somebody gets into the shrubbery, they're pretty much out of sight. All right? And at this level that he is at right now, he's not the sitting president. If he was, we would have had this entire golf course surrounded. Well, because he's not, the security is limited to the areas that the Secret Service deems possible.
Does anyone else think that maybe we should expand his protection detail? This is twice now in 2 months and 2 days.
Around the perimeter, but the Secret Service did exactly what they should have done. They provided exactly what the protection should have been, and their agent did a fantastic job.
Which direction was the shrub?
I like how he was saying no while he was saying that. They did a fantastic job. Fantastic job.
Layout of the golf course, you've got 3 holes, 5, 6, and 7. All right? One of them runs parallel to Summit Boulevard. One of them runs parallel to Congress. And he was in an area in the shrubbery where he could see both holes. So the president was another hole back, which means he's about between 400 and 500 yards away.
So he was on the golf course?
Oh, he's on the golf course, yeah, but he's back a ways.
Oh, yeah.
The Secret Service, have you guys changed at all the way that you guys are protecting former President Donald Trump? This is now a potential second attempt on him. Can you just elaborate on how things have changed?
Good question.
Yes, the threat level is high. We have increased the amount of assets that we've supported.
You think?
So we live in danger times. So yes.
We're done with questions right now. There's really nothing more for us to add. I just want to tell you, the Secret Service and the FBI and the State Attorney's Office have been fantastic to work with. And I can tell you right now, our agency with this real-time crime center was fabulous. That's how we got the guy. We started
fabulous.
out with, we don't know anything, to where we had a tag, we had a vehicle description, and we got an area where we saw the person.
All right, guys. Well, it looks like we're not going to get a whole lot more out of this press conference. That's okay, though. That's okay. It's okay. Good information. Good information. Let's see. What else do we maybe have? We got APs talking about it. So it looks like, yeah, we're just wrapping up. Press conference just wrapped up. Let's pull up on X, which is always, for some reason, I think we know the real reason, the first place that you see anything. See, this is what we were dealing with. This was posted less than an hour ago. We have a TikTok video talking about stochastic terrorism and that he hates Taylor Swift. It's exactly the kind of stochastic terrorism by the loathsome POS that resulted in the attack on the U.S. Capitol by his cult of low IQ MAGA fascists. Guys, this kind of rhetoric, look, Trump is dangerous. Guys, people are taking shots at this man. This is not the way things are supposed to work. This is crazy. Like, I don't know what anyone's thoughts are. If you have something, just leave it down in the chat. But like, what is happening? Guys, why is it coming to this? This isn't the kind of stuff that's supposed to happen in the United States. Just because we had Mexico with their election and we had, what, 30-something candidates that got shot? Actually, let's look it up real quick. How many candidates were killed in the Mexican elections in 2024? Let's see if we can get 37. USA Today. 37 candidates killed in Mexico ran for lower offices. Let's see, Statista. This will be an interesting one to look at. Number of political candidates and politicians for the 2024 elections murdered in Mexico from September 2023 to June 2024 by month. Over 268 political candidates were murdered in Mexico in a year. It's not the kind of stuff that's supposed to happen here. Look, guys, just in the month of May, they had 59. That's insane, guys. That's literally insane. Those kind of numbers and violence of a political nature has no place in these United States. We're not supposed to be assassinating heads of state, candidates, people we don't like, anything. Like, it's just not supposed to be happening. You don't like somebody, you make an argument, you defeat him at the ballot box. Like, how did we get here? Other than 24/7, the news cycle and everybody else constantly demonizing Trump, the people that support Trump, just constantly. Guys, it is not cool. It's not okay. After the first assassination attempt, it'll be interesting to see if the media calls for calm. The last time they did that, it lasted about 48 hours before they just went right back to the same Hitlerian, fascistic, like whatever name calling that they went back to refer to Trump and his associates. It's just... yeah, like this guy says right here. Like we just heard on the news conference, armed man was 300 to 500 yards from Trump. That is not where we want these people to be. And then look what we have. We have people like this. People like this. Lydia. People like this that are trying to say it's a hoax. People are still trying to call what happened in Butler, where we lost Mr. Compertor, a hoax. They're still trying to say Trump faked it, he planned it. Oh yeah, he'd have no problem sacrificing some of his followers to further his political ends. Guys, let me see if I can find it. I had somebody earlier. Yep, right here. Right here. In response to... here we go. I'll bring this up so we can go over it real quick. This is the kind of rhetoric that's causing this. That, as you know from my many posts, my thesis, not theory, is that Trump staged the entire assassination attempt. Our government already knows who it is and is holding the information until after the election in interest of national security. Even though, as I pointed out here, is that his thesis is that Trump murdered one and critically injured two attendees of his own rallies for political gain, and that the current government is helping him hide this. The same government that is prosecuting him and impeaching him. Exposing this plan would help the current government, not hurt it. So what's their motivation to keep it hidden? To which I was given another response. We already know he's willing to put his followers' lives in danger. We all saw January 6th. Guys, this continued language and rhetoric is insane. To which my answer to that, more Fed boys. Trump called for folks to peaceably let their voice be heard. AJ, man, he warned it would be used against them and urged folks not to go in. Everybody was calling for peace and saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't go in, don't whatever. Most people were let in. Some people weren't. True. But most of the violent instigators should be prosecuted. If you committed crimes, get prosecuted. But why is it that Ray Epps only got a misdemeanor? When I have friends like Lectern Guy, like Derek Evans, who were attacked with felonies for their participation, why was Ray Epps only given a misdemeanor? He's on film, literally calling for violence and entering the Capitol building the day before and the day of. So what are we doing, guys? This is the rhetoric that is causing the violence. So we have people saying that, oh yeah, his aides are doing this. It's already coming out, guys. They're already saying that this was staged. It was within minutes. That message was being put up. It was being put up on X, on Facebook, on TikTok, which I'm just taking people's word for it because I refuse to put that cancer of an app on my phone. No thanks. And here's the other side of this, guys. Like, this is the other side. You have the side saying it was all staged and fake, and now you have and then you have the people that are basically saying, look, it's the FBI, it's the deep state, it's the alphabet agencies. So can we get somebody besides the FBI to investigate these? That'd be great, because they're not going to find themselves of any wrongdoing. I mean, it's hard to argue with that when it seems like people are being allowed to get way too close to the president. Look, here's another one. Found another one, guys. Trump needs sympathy. He is losing. Not surprised if he staged this. I would be the first, if there was proof that he absolutely staged this, and it was planned, and it was a media stunt, I'd be the first to come out and say something about it, because that would be real wrong and real messed up. Can we just actually maybe have a little bit of calm and decorum? Can we have a little bit less divisiveness? Maybe. Like, oh yeah, gotta love this one. Here's another one. Look, fully vaccinated username. Real nice. Yep, that's special. I'll just say that. Fully vaccinated says Trump is enabling his fans to go after Swift. He's dangerous, and so are his minions. So this post is implying that by Donald Trump saying he hates Taylor Swift, that is a tacit, either just below the surface or a above surface, hey, you know what? People need to go hurt. That's not true. There's no call to violence in that, and there definitely shouldn't be. We shouldn't be supporting any calls to violence, guys. No calls to violence. None. None. All these Fed boys running around claiming to be Proud Boys. All of the just nonsense. Don't support violence, folks. It's not the way we should deal with things. It's not what anybody wants. Any of us who are veterans know better. Nobody that has been to war and seen war wants war. None of us. None of us. Because we know what it's like. And I didn't even see the bad parts. Nobody wants that. And that's not what this post means, guys. The post doesn't mean go after Taylor Swift like that. The post just means, hey, look, if she wants to support Kamala Harris, that's fine. I'm just not going to support her music. I'm not going to support her concerts or her merchandise. Why am I going to support somebody that takes a side? These celebrities that take sides in these political things, guys, they're just hurting their own business. They think it's honestly a business choice, right? They look at both sides of it and they say, can I make more money by rallying up half the country to support me than I do by staying neutral and having all of the country support me. Well, we've seen a lot of the times, guys, negativity gets clicks. So what are they going to keep doing? They're going to keep going negative. They're going to keep just getting worse. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So one more, we'll just take another quick look, see if there's any updates. I don't think we're going to get too many more updates. Let's see. Looks like we've got Alex Jones is still live. Benny Johnson is still live. Drew Hernandez is still live. They're probably going to have more up-to-date information, guys. I just wanted to get live because I saw that there was another one of these. This is crazy. It needs to stop. And like Nick posts here, when asked why Trump did not have Secret Service protection surrounding the golf course, it's because he is not the sitting president. They keep trying to get him. He needs presidential level of protection. This is insane. I don't disagree, guys. The current president, he's almost irrelevant at this point, guys. Who's going to take shots or attack or try and harm Biden? He's just chilling on a beach on vacation. He's not running the place. He doesn't need that protection. He just doesn't. Nobody cares about him. Nobody. He's so insignificant at this point, it's not even funny. The only people that care about him are probably our enemies. They don't care about him. They care about the fact that he's just not present at all. And instead, what do we get? We get a second assassination attempt. It was what? July 13? August 13, September 13. So 2 months, 2 days. 2 months and 2 days, guys. 2 attempts in 2 months and 2 days. This is crazy. I think, honestly, it's my opinion, and this is just my opinion, but it's my opinion that President Trump needs more protection than just the current Secret Service detail he's got. He needs to hire private security, in my opinion. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm sure there's plenty of patriotic veterans out there that would be more than willing to support him in that endeavor and would provide premium security. So, unless you guys have anything else, I'm just going to sign off probably. I'll keep track of some of the updates. We'll go live again if we need to. But right now, it looks like everything's pretty much calm and collected. We'll get updates as they trickle in. And we'll see what this 60-ish year-old white guy wanted. Because as of right now, everyone's pretty much saying he's made no statements. He's been very calm, collected. Almost like he's disconnected from reality, would be my guess. And he probably, just like the shooter from Butler, was just consuming nonstop hatred on these platforms. Nonstop hatred. Nonstop messaging that Trump is an authoritarian, he's a fascist, he's Hitler, he's the second coming of, he's just like the devil, he's the worst thing ever. He's a danger to everybody, a danger to our democracy that we don't even have. Guys, we're not a democracy, please, we're not. We're a representative republic. We are not a direct democracy, okay? We're just not. We don't want to be either. Because then a majority of people can just decide that the minority has no rights and you have no recourse. That is not the future you want. Trust me. It's not. So we'll keep an eye out. I'll post updates on X, so go ahead and head over if you want. Make sure that you go over to X. Follow me over there, Patriot Dad. You can see there the @ I've got to see if I can update it to an easier one to remember, but that's at Patriot Dad 74486. It's a weird one, but you know what? You should be able to find it. See there, I got 980 followers. I can always use more. So if you want to throw me a follow, I would greatly appreciate it. But you know what, guys? Everyone, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Have a great week. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.